cool little thing that you can do with single paradiddle. There's several different ways that you can take a rudiment and use it to practice. But one of the coolest things to do with these sticking exercises is to take them, apply them to the kit, break them up, and you can easily turn each one of those into an exercise to help you get around the drums. So this particular thing, all we're really going to do, it's a really simple idea. We're going to take the rudiment, and instead of starting it on the downbeat, what this involves is we're going to take it and displace it by a 16th note to the left of the 1. Okay, so that basically means that you have the downbeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. We're going to start it a 16th note right before the 1. Okay, so instead of it sounding like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, we're going to displace it and start it a 16th note earlier. So that will sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? The thing that I really like about doing these kind of exercises is that they work on so many things at the same time. Okay? You'll be able to work on your sticking, your dynamics, your coordination, your facility around the drums. So many things all at the same time that you're going to be able to work on. So that's what we're going to do. I'll show you how to break it up. We'll start it really simple, and then we'll take it up to more of an advanced level after that. Okay, so if it's your first time attempting something like this, it's always better that you start out slow, okay? Because just remember that execution is way more important than speed in the beginning, okay? Get the form down first, and then by the time you speed it up, it's still going to be clean, okay? So the easiest thing to do with this exercise, if you're doing it for the first time, is to just play straight quarter notes on the bass drum, okay? And then isolate the pattern just to the snare in the beginning, because what you want to do is you want to be able to feel the displacement first of all, and then you also want to be able to feel the accents. Like once you get this thing going, you really get a feel for where the new accents are, okay? And then once you get used to that, spreading it around becomes a lot easier, especially when you start to take it to the toms and stuff like that, okay? So start out just with the bass drum. If you want to play the left foot as well, just play them both in straight quarter notes, okay? And then start the pattern just on the snare alone until you get used to the accents. Okay, so once you're cool with that, then you're going to continue to play that, but now what you're going to do is take the accents and spread them out, okay? Don't really have anything pre-planned, okay, because another thing that this can actually start to work on is your improvisation, okay? So you don't really want to have to overthink anything that you're going to do. Just play the pattern naturally and just spread it out over the kit. Okay, for you advanced players out there, those of y'all that got a little bit more experience, you want to make this exercise a little more interesting. One really good thing to do is to sort of play a little bit more of a musical type of, I guess, ostinato on the bass drum. And because of the way this pattern feels already, it kind of has this, like the way the accents are being pushed, it kind of already has this sort of Latin-ish kind of feel to it. So that Latin feel on the bass drum would be a good thing to add to this exercise. And it's once you do this, it starts to sound a little bit less like an exercise and a little bit more like music. So I mean, you can take an idea like this, apply it to your fills and your phrases, slipping in your solos and stuff like that, and it just becomes a cool little thing based off a really simple idea that you can throw in anywhere you want, really. So that's the next thing that you want to try if you feel like doing it. You can try some sort of a Latin feel on the bass drum underneath what you're doing on top, and just do it until you're comfortable at it, and slowly work up the speed so that by the time you get to the higher tempos, it's still clean. Okay, that's the most important thing, because there's so much going on in this particular exercise. If it sounds sloppy, it's going to sound horrible. Okay, so get the form down first, make sure it's nice and clean, and then work your speed up.